Poppy's First Garden, a story by Michelle Emerson, read by Beverly Chen. Welcome to Thimbleberry Stories, where warm and cozy tales await you. If you love gentle bedtime stories that make you feel as snug as a mouse in a meadow, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a new adventure. Now, get comfy, pull up your favorite blanket, and let's begin tonight's story. The morning air in Thimbleberry smelled fresh and sweet, carrying the scent of new blossoms and damp earth after an early spring rain. The meadow glowed golden under the sun, and the gentle hum of bees filled the air. Poppy the mouse stepped out of her cozy tree stump home, stretching her tiny arms as the warm sunlight touched her fur. Today was a big day. She was finally going to plant her very own spring garden. But as she looked at the small patch of dirt beside her stump, her excitement turned to worry. The little space was still covered in last autumn's leaves, and weeds had crept up the edges. "Oh dear," Poppy sighed. "This is going to take forever." Just then, a voice called out, "Need a paw?" She turned to see Felix the Fox trotting toward her, carrying a small rake over his shoulder. "I heard you were starting a garden," he said, his bushy tail swishing. "Thought you might need some help clearing the space." "Oh, Felix, that would be wonderful," Poppy beamed. Felix got right to work, using his strong paws to clear away old leaves, while Poppy tugged out weeds and stacked them neatly in a pile. Soon, the garden patch was fresh and ready, dark earth soft and waiting for seeds. Felix wiped his brow. "Phew, that was hard work. What are you planning to grow?" Poppy's whiskers twitched. "I don't know yet. I want it to be special." That afternoon, Poppy decided to ask her neighbors about their favorite plants. She wanted her garden to feel like a little piece of Thimbleberry, something that would bring joy to all her friends. Tilly the tortoise shared, "Marigolds are my favorite. They keep pesky bugs away and smell like sunshine." Chestnut the chipmunk said, "Ooh, I love sunflower seeds. Sunflowers are tall and golden and give me snacks in the fall." Miss Petunia the hedgehog said, "You can never have too many chamomile flowers. They make the best tea to sip before bedtime." Poppy's list of plants grew longer with every visit. As she walked home, thinking about which seeds to choose, she spotted a little wiggling worm in the soil. "Oh, a worm!" she gasped, leaning down for a closer look. Up above, Mrs. Magpie landed on a low branch and tilted her head. "That little fellow is helping your garden already. Worms loosen up the soil so roots can grow strong." Poppy watched in wonder as the worm disappeared underground. "That's amazing! I had no idea worms were so important." Mrs. Magpie fluffed her feathers. "You know what else helps? Compost. If you make a pile of old leaves, veggie scraps, and coffee grounds, it'll turn into rich food for your plants." Poppy's ears perked up. "That sounds perfect. I'll start a compost pile next to my garden." That afternoon, she walked with Daisy Bunny to the Thimbleberry General Store, where she picked out packets of sunflower seeds, marigolds, chamomile. She even found a small compost bin to start collecting scraps for her garden. "I think my garden is going to be perfect," Poppy said happily, carrying her seed packets home. Back home, Poppy dug tiny holes in her freshly cleared patch, gently dropped the seeds inside, and covered them with soft soil. Then she took her tiny watering can and sprinkled them carefully, giving each seed a drink. "There," she said proudly, wiping her paws. "Now I just have to wait." Every morning, Poppy checked her garden, watering it carefully and watching the soil, hoping for a sign of green leaves. Then, one morning, just as the sun peeked over the meadow, she saw it. Tiny green sprouts pushing through the earth. Poppy's heart leapt with joy. "They're growing," she squeaked, clapping her little paws. She rushed to tell Daisy and Felix, who hurried over to see. "Well done, Poppy," Felix said, admiring the tiny green leaves. "They're just little now," Daisy added, "but soon you'll have a beautiful garden." Poppy looked at her tiny sprouts, then at the garden plan she had drawn with her friends. She could already imagine the tall sunflowers, the climbing sweet peas, the crisp, fresh vegetables. For now, she would wait, water, and care for them every day, and soon her little garden would bloom with the magic of spring. The end. And now, dear listener, it's your turn to rest. Close your eyes, snuggle up, and let the stars twinkle just for you. Tomorrow will be a wonderful day, perhaps even an adventure of your own. Good night, little dreamer. Sleep well.